What's going on, y'all? I am back once again, and today we're going to be doing part 3 on how to make a great slot car in Roblox Studio. And in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to do doors, working air conditioning, and just a lot of other stuff I look you forgot, but I will be showing you a lot more bells and whistles to help you perfect your car. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And with all that being said, let's get right into it. So if you haven't seen last video on this series, so you pretty much just like went through how to put working like different gauges and working lights and a bunch of other stuff. I do recommend checking it out if you haven't already, and if you have seen it, then welcome to part 3. And yeah, so let's get started. What we're gonna do first is gonna be super easy, and this is completely optional. This is only if you really want your car to be perfect and realistic, but we're gonna be starting out first with working air conditioning. So you want to search up in the toolbox AC6 air conditioner, just like this. I will also have it down in the description, and this should be the first one right here with like a real life image. And what you want to do is you want to insert it, and I just made mine non-transparent, but what you want to do is you just want to insert it, and then you want to click under here the little arrow where it says instructions, and you want to click on this. This doesn't really matter since I'm going to be teaching you how to do it, which is way easier. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to get the AC6 air conditioner, and you want to move it just like this. I do recommend going under the body and making these two, the air conditioner and the air conditioner smoke. And if you want to know how to click multiple things at once, you pretty much just hold control and then just click on what you want to click, and boom, you can just select that. But I do recommend doing that and then making the transparency 0 under properties if you want to be able to see this better. But it's pretty simple. What you want to do is you just want to get this and then you want to drag it to where, and then just like line it up to where your air conditioning is in your car. So for my car right here, it's right here in the center, and so I'm just gonna, and this top brick right here, this is the air conditioner smoke. So this gray brick right here, you just want to align that right up with your vents. And then the air conditioner right here, this is just like the button on where you want to turn on your air conditioning. So I'm just going to put it right underneath the vents to make it pretty simple, and then I'm going to turn down the transparency. And then you just want to get the body, or like click and hold where it says body, and then you want to put it under your car, pretty much underneath the body portion of your car. And then you just want to press Ctrl U, or you can just right click and ungroup it, and that's all you got to do. And you can also get rid of the extra right here. This is only if you have extra air conditioner smoke or whatever. So with that being said, that's all you really have to do. So if you press play and then you hop inside your car and you get in the driver's seat, and then you click where your toggle button is supposed to be, you should hear the sound of an air conditioner, and then boom, you can see smoke blowing out right there. It's a little hard to see, but you can see some smoke coming out the vent, and it's really cool. And you can just click it again if you want to turn it off, and it should make a little button clicking sound, and boom, you got working air conditioner in your car. And it is pretty sweet. It's super easy. It's a super minute detail, but if you want it, then there you go. That's all you got to do. So next up, we're going to be talking about how to make a working steering wheel. All you want to do is you want to search up a working steering wheel. So you're just going to search up working steering wheel in the toolbox, and then I suggest getting the model that's by I don't know how to say his name. I'm not going to pronounce that, but I will put this down in the description. It's just the one that I've been using for all my cars, and I think it's personally the best one. And it should be a little cube like this once you insert it. And after it's inserted, you just want to rotate it or press Ctrl R to where it's like facing, to where it's like parallel with your car. And then you just want to take that and you want to bring it over here and just align it with your steering wheel and get it to where as accurate as you can. You don't have to get it fully on the dot, but you just got to get it in like the general place, just like so, and kind of align it with the rotate tool. If you do want to make it easier, you can just select the steering wheel, and then you can scroll down underneath properties, and then it should be right here where it says C frame, and then just go to position, and then click once on these coordinates and press Ctrl C, and then go back to your working steering wheel model, and then you want to go to where it says origin underneath properties. So if you scroll down, it should say origin. Do not do world pivot, do origin, and then right here you want to click once, and then you want to press Ctrl V. So you're pretty much just like pasting the coordinates of your steering wheel to the plugin of your working steering wheel plugin. And yeah, that's pretty much all you got to do. So it should be perfectly aligned and centered. And then what you want to do next, you want to double click to where it says paste into Misc Weld. We're going to do this first because it's really important. So you want to double click on this script, and then you want to highlight this, which is pretty much a script that you're going to put onto your car, and you want to press Ctrl C, and you can click out of that, and you can even delete it if you're confident that you copied it. And then you want to go underneath your A chassis tune, underneath initialize right here, and then go to Misc Weld and double click on that. And then this is the most important part. You want to scroll down just a little bit to where it says weld stuff here. There should be this gray text down here above the bottom script, and then you just want to highlight that, and you want to press Ctrl V, and you're going to insert that script that you copied from the script in the model, and then you just want to click out, and yeah, that's all you got to do for that. And then you just want to put the plugins underneath the plugins in your car, my bad. And it should be like a blue script right there. There is quite a difference. And then lastly, you just want to put this under Misc and press Ctrl U twice, and just ungroup it to where it says only wheel, to where it only says wheel. And then right here in parts is where you're going to put your steering wheel. So I'm going to go underneath my car body, and here's my steering wheel right here, and then you just want to click and drag that and put it underneath your parts, and boom, that's all you got to do. Light work. And then if you press play and you go in first person, you should see that your wheel is turning, and then congratulations, you got a working steering wheel. And if you want these animations to work, they are in part 1, but in case you haven't figured out how to fully use them, or like if they're broken for you, make sure that your character is an R6 and not R15 animation. You can change that onto the avatar section of Roblox. But yeah, that's how you get a working steering wheel, and it should turn when you turn, just like that, and boom, it's super easy. That's how to make a working steering wheel. And let's move on to what else you can put on your car. Alright, next up on what to add to your slot car, we're going to be doing tire smoke. So in order to do tire smoke, you can just search up a C6 tire marks like that, and then it should be the first option that appears right here. So you want to insert that in, and you're probably wondering, how the heck do you do this? All you have to do, literally all you need to do, is you want to click on the model, and you want to go down underneath it, and you want to click and hold where it says Smoke FE Plus, and you just want to drag it underneath your plugins just like that, and then you can just get rid of it just like that. And then all you want to do is you want to get up to speed, and then hold P or your handbrake button, and boom, you got some tire smoke. That's all you got to do. Really simple, really easy, especially if you have like a supercar. Then you can do some sweet burnouts with some tire smoke, and yeah, it's just easy as that. You got tire smoke on your car, and yeah, not much else to say. But let's move on to the next thing that you can do to your slot car. But real quick, let me get it out the way. If you hear like a little chassis rattling while you're driving your car, like you get up to high speeds and you start to hear wind and what kind of sounds like squeaking, that is the sound of the chassis. And I forgot to mention this in my previous videos, but if you want to get rid of that sound, go underneath your plugins and then go to aerodynamics, and then right here where it says vol equals 1, and you just want to go backspace, and then you want to press 0, and yeah, you just want to pretty much make it from 1 to 0. That way you don't have to hear that constant noise, which is really annoying in my opinion. You can keep it if you want, it's completely optional, but I just like having it off because I don't really want to hear that when my car is at high speed. But anyways, that's all. I just wanted to get out the way. Alright, so another thing that you can add to your car to make it even better than before is to simply just do a dust particle script for your tires. So for example, if you go off-roading compared to the road, there will be particles that emit from under your tires, just like it shows you like kicking up dirt and such. So you just want to go to your toolbox, and you want to search up dust script right there, and then you want to go to the first one that says a chassis vehicle dust script. You want to insert that in, and then you want to put it underneath your car. Just put it under your car. Do not put it underneath your plugins, just underneath your car with the collide scripts, and underneath your drive seat, because it is just a regular gray script. And then that's pretty much all you have to do. So let me just press play, and I do have like a little patch of grass right here just to demonstrate it. So you do gotta get some speed, But if you just go onto the grass right here, then there you go, you do get some dust kind of kicking up from behind your tires. Again, it's a really simple detail, but it does adapt to different terrains, which is really cool. But yeah, that's just another thing that you can add to your car to make it even better. Alrighty, so now I will show you guys how to do working pedals. So all you want to do is you just want to search up working pedals. So you want to go to the first one that says clutch working pedals, and I will also show you how to do it with an automatic one. But we're gonna do manual for now. So once you insert the model, you just want to kind of position it to where your car is. That's like the best thing to do at first when you insert something like this, anything cosmetic. You just want to position it into your car as such, just like that. Roblox characters have pretty short stubby legs, so I think I'm fine with them right here. Alright, so the first thing you want to do, you want to scroll down to where it says instructions, and first order of business, like we did with the steering wheel, we're going to highlight all of this to where it's colored. This is the script that you're going to put into your car, so you just want to highlight this and then press Ctrl C, and then when you got that copied, you can get rid of this and even delete the instructions if you have that copied into your clipboard. And then you just want to scroll down to initialize and then misc weld, and you want to double click on that. And then we already did the steering wheel, so you just want to hold shift and then press enter 2 times, and boom. So that way you can enter some more stuff if you want, and there should be like at least one space of gap in between different stuff that you put in, just so you know, just to avoid anything being messed up. And that's all you got to do for that. So then you can just exit out of this, and then you can put this to where it says clutch pedals. This is the script that you're going to put in your plugins, so you can just slap that into plugins. Pretty simple, really similar to everything else that we put in our car. And then you just want to put the rest of everything underneath misc, because this is all miscellaneous. And then you just want to press Ctrl U, and it should show BP, CP, GP, everything, all the pedals. So yeah, very simple. And then when you go into first person into your car, it should show the pedals moving around and kind of dancing a bit. So I got my clutch in right there, and then there's my brake pedal and my gas pedal. And if you do not want a clutch pedal, if your car is automatic and you want it to be an automatic and you don't want a clutch pedal, all you have to do, literally all you need to do, to where it says transparency, and you just want to make that all the way 0. This way your car can stay in automatic if it is an automatic. And I'm just going to position this right there, and then boom, you only have 2 pedals, so you can even move them a little ways apart, and that's all you have to do. So boom, my car is now an automatic, and everything works the same. It's just there's no clutch pedal. So you got your gas and your brake, and boom, you now have working pedals. Your feet will move with them, sadly. They're just kind of by themselves, but it is a nice detail to have in case you only have like a first person view or whatever. And now let's move on to what else you can add to your slot car. Alright, and moving on to the next thing that you can put on your car, we are finally going to get to the meat and potatoes of what you can do to make your car really realistic, and that's of course going to be working doors. So this is going to be pretty complex, so let's move everything to the side and just get the car by itself. So this is really serious. It is pretty easy to figure out, but for a noob it was not easy for me at all. But I'm going to show you, and I'm going to be as thorough as I can, and I might yap quite a bit, but I just really want to dumb this down for you guys and make you understand. Not saying you guys are dumb, I just want to make you guys understand. So first order of business, I'm just going to search up Chevrolet. We're just going to get a donor car that has working doors, and I recommend doing the Chevy Tahoe model that I will put in a link in the description. And then we're going to go straight down to where it says body, and then when we go to body, we want to go down to where it says motors, and it should be the script right here. And we're just going to move this underneath our body, so you're pretty much just trading it. But this is really important, so listen up. So the Chevy Tahoe model that we have, it has a trunk and it has a rear hatchback, but our car doesn't have that. So if your car doesn't have anything that's listed here, so for example, if you have a 2-door car and this car right here has like 4 doors, like rear doors, then you can just get rid of that. So my car doesn't have a trunk or a working hood, so we're just gonna get rid of this, and boom, just erase it from existence. And then same with down here. We also want to get rid of the steering wheel because we already have that. But you also want to get rid of everything that's underneath that, because it's also going to translate the same. So we're just going to get rid of the steering wheel and the trunk and the hood, and boom, that way it's just not taking up any unnecessary space, and it won't break anything because it won't be trying to open something that isn't there. So that's pretty much all you got to do. Just remove anything from the script that you don't have. And oh, I also forgot to mention, you can get rid of the windows as well. I really apologize, I do not know how to do windows. I have tried multiple times, but I just cannot for the life of me figure it out. So I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm just gonna get rid of the windows as well. Moving on from that, you want to go down underneath body, and then you want to go to where it has like these bricks that are labeled as FL, FR. These are all the doors. So you want to take these, and you don't want to delete them or anything. You just want to take the ones that you have. So my car only has 4 doors, a driver's door, passenger door. We only have just regular car doors. So we're just going to take the 4 doors that the car has, the Chevy Tahoe, and we're just going to drag them to where we don't have to be too accurate. We are going to fix this later, but we're just going to put it roughly to where our doors are positioned, and we will figure out the rest later. And then we can just put these and move them under our body. So we should have the bricks of our doors underneath our own car body, and then you just want to close that up, and that's all you got to do for that. Alright, and this is an important part. You want to go down to where it says MISC right here, and then you want to again do the same that we did to the bricks, and we just want to go to FL, FR, RR, and RL. Just get all the doors that we have around our car, and we just want to move them and roughly position them to where we have them on our car. So this is about right. I was just like, just position to where we are, and then we can deal with the rest later. And then you just want to move these from the Chevy Tahoe and put them into your own MISC. Alright, so after you have that settled, you want to get rid of the donor car. We are done with the Chevy Tahoe, because I simply don't know how, and I just deleted the doors on accident. That's my bad. But yeah, so you just want to move everything that you have to your own car. So just take their doors and put it to your car, and then just get rid of the donor car. So we are done with that. And yeah, so next up, you just want to, I'm going to do the front left door first, and I'm just going to go underneath door, and then you want to get rid of everything except the only things that you do not want to get rid of is SS right here, this brick that says SS. We need that, and anything with like a little arrow next to it, because this is pretty much what we're going to click to open our door. So we're just going to keep these 2 and then delete everything else. Oh, and also keep the script. So all we're keeping is the script, the SS right here, the part, and just like anything with like a little arrow next to it that shows these right here, because that's just how we open the door. And then you want to repeat that for the rest of the doors. It's pretty straightforward, really easy. Yeah, so let's just do that. So there we go. So now all we gotta do is we just gotta make sure that like these bricks right here and the bricks underneath MISC are fully aligned with each other. So in order to do that, just highlight all of your bricks right here underneath your body, and you're just going to want to adjust them a bit slightly to where your doors are on your car. So yeah, you just want to do it like this and make it a little more accurate, and then I will show you what to do next. So what you want to do next is you want to do one at a time and just fully align them with each other, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do front left first. So you want to click on the FL underneath your body, and then you want to scroll down, and then you want to go to where it says C frame and then position, and then you just want to copy the position of this, your coordinates, and then you want to go down to the correlating door right here. So this is FL, and right here is also FL. So you want to go down to where it says SS, and then you want to paste the coordinates underneath SS, underneath C frame right here, and boom. I know that was probably a handful, but all we're doing is just pasting the coordinates of the bricks underneath body and pasting them into the ones under MISC. That way they are perfectly aligned with each other. So it's pretty simple. You can probably just follow what I'm doing right here. Yeah, I know it's a lot to learn, but trust me, you will get the hang of it. And I'm just going to do this for all the doors. Alrighty, and once you have that done, we are going to now paste the stuff onto the door handles. But what I'm gonna do instead, since my door handles are connected to the rest of the car trim, what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna take the mesh part from the Chevy Tahoe and I'm just gonna overlap it with the door handle that is already on my car, just like that. And I'm gonna do that for the rest of the doors as well. Alright, so now it's all aligned, and then I just want to hold control and click on all of the mesh parts that we click on to open the door, and then just set it to 0, but it's still going to be in place. So there we go. Now we got our door handle set up. Now we actually got to put the actual car doors into MISC. So this one is already all grouped up for me. I got whole doors set up for me right here, just like this. So all I'm just gonna do is put the ones in my car body into the ones in MISC, and then just ungroup it just like that. For you might have to organize it based on what your model is like or what you've done to it, but it's really straightforward. Pretty much all you're doing is moving the doors from your car body under your body, and then just putting them down into MISC because these are the functioning ones. Alright, and moment of truth, once you click on where your door handle is, there you go. You should have fully functioning opening doors. Same with the back seat right here. And yeah, if you do want to make them open slower, I will show you how to do that. It's really easy, but there you go. Fully functioning doors on your car. Yeah, and if you want them to open slower, all you gotta do is go underneath your body to where it says motors, the script right here, and then where it says max velocity and it has this yellow number. If you want to make them slower, then set them to a lower number. So I'm gonna put them at 2 if I want them to open pretty slow. And yeah, there you go. My doors are opening a little bit slower. So yeah, it's really easy, and you can shut them, and that's all you gotta do. Now you have fully functioning doors on your car. Congratulations. And it's pretty much the same story for the trunk and hood as well. You probably don't need my help on that one. It's a bit self-explanatory. It's pretty much the same thing that you gotta do with like the passenger doors. You just gotta kind of like center it differently and align it differently. It's quite a long story, but it's the same idea roughly. And yeah, I hope that this really does help with you when it comes to making your car realistic. Alright, and the last thing that I'm going to show you to do on your slot car for now is a working engine vibration. So you know how the exhaust pipes vibrate a little bit while you're idle? Well, that's what I'm going to show you how to do. So what you want to search up is just vibration, and it should be the first result right here. This is AC6C vibration / shake, and it's really simple. All you have to do is you gotta take your exhaust, or you can just replace this with your own exhaust. This is just like a like a placeholder, a model, and my car doesn't have an exhaust, so I'm just gonna place it where the exhaust usually is and scale it down a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to put AC6 exhaust vibration, and you just want to put it underneath your plugins, just like so. Really easy. And then you want to go to where it says instructions, and you just want to copy and paste this code right here that you're going to put into MISC World, similar to everything else that we have added to our car underneath MISC World right here. And then once you have that pasted into MISC World, you can just take exhaust shake script, put it underneath MISC, and then press Ctrl U once and just have it to where it says exhaust right there. So now when I go and drive my car and I turn it on and the car is on, then it should show it shake right there, and there you go. You can see it's vibrating a little bit. This is not really a great example, and when you rev, it vibrates a little less. So it's very good detail. The only flaw of this though is that if you get out your car, it will not vibrate once you're outside of the car. You have to be in the driver's seat and the car has to be on in order for it to shake. And yeah, so that's the only drawback of it. Again, it's another really small detail, but it's really awesome. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for part 3 of the slot car series. If there's anything else that you guys want me to do, then let me know. I know you guys wanted me to do some air suspension stuff, like on lifted trucks and such. Like, I have limitations. I know how to do a lot of stuff, but I am pretty limited as well. But if you guys have any ideas, then I can try to compose them and put them into a video, and I could make potentially a part 4. But I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. If you guys liked it, make sure to like and share and subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers before July of 2025, before my graduation. Hope you guys like your slot car even better. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got for y'all. And with that being said, I'll catch you later. See ya.